The Civil War has finished. We have winners, we have losers, and we have a new beggar. Well, it wasn't that much of a civil war in the end. The team that lost have been pretty decisively destroyed. You might remember they were here. Not anymore. They've been expelled from the kingdom. So, the drama of it all, and we now have the political speeches, which I'll share with you. Here we go. This is it. Hello, everyone. We'll start from the beginning. The defeated king who couldn't even take a rally in the end. As everyone knows today, a civil war broke out in our kingdom, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Unfortunately, they're not worried about KVK1, but I leave with a sense of accomplishment because I was never false to anyone. I hope you open your eyes for it's too late and choose a good kingdom to migrate to. So, initially, I wasn't quite sure who was in the right. My good friend Brighter, who I've still got issues with for what he did to the R5 in our alliance, Brighter. I'm not forgetting that, mate. I wasn't quite sure, but I am now certain that this nuke guy is... And I don't know him in real life. Perhaps he's lovely. Perhaps he gives money to charity. He's got a horde of birds who he just releases into the air daily and says, "Fly, my pretties, fly. Go and experience the world." Perhaps he's wonderful. In the game, he does come across as a bit of a knobhead. So there's one of his messages. The next one was, here's his kingdom mails. It was good while it lasted, yes. What was a dream became a nightmare. What was a smile became tears, and the bright future will be sad ending. Knobhead he may be, but he does write quite well. I'll give him that. We started to leave the kingdom, blah, blah, blah. Me, Nuke, I had a plan for this kingdom. Emerge victorious in KVK. Teach everyone how to play the game, as I always did. Because the selfish desires of blah, 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 blah. Again, not 100% sure who's in the right, who's in the wrong. I just know he's a knob. Sorry, Nuke, but you are, mate. And let's see his today's thing. Newspaper, lunchtime. Hello, everyone again. I sincerely miss some of you. Others felt the weight of losing such a strong and active alliance. But let's get to the point. Today I received news that another alliance is leading the kingdom. But why? The problem was, he does write well. He does write well. The problem was blah, blah, blah. Knowing about this arises the doubt. Who is really the problem in this realm? The people who are leaving, or who remains here? Who remain here is an extra S that shouldn't be there. Who are the dictators? Nukes, or those who invent lies to persuade people? I'll cite just a few examples. Ordering one of these smaller alliances to give the R4 alliance an attack fortress, but the dictator didn't leave. Everyone here claimed that Nuke was a dictator. Why force people to attack RD and give them R5? Think about it. Another fake news is that the PR leader, King Pingmim, he may have spelled that wrong on purpose, in which case it's quite funny, is saying that 3260 has no allies for KVK. So let's get to the facts. Anyone who knows Nuke knows that he never raises a topic without first proving it. Just open my profile on this account and see my photo album. There you will see from the email, the dictator saying that blah, 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 blah. Seems the desperation of this dirty leadership has started to hit, and they're trying to invent lies to make people stay in this kingdom. But you are free. Open your eyes while there is still time. Migrate while you can. KVK will start soon. Whoever stays at 3259 will definitely miss the best part of KVK, which is winning. The worst thing early is those who don't want to see. Well, I'm not quite so sure about the quote, if I'm honest, but yeah, I mean, we can only evaluate the kingship of R59D by what they did, which is cause civil war, attack everyone, take loads of rallies, lose loads of dead troops, get kicked out of Zone 3, and now give negative titles to everyone, including little old me. It doesn't paint them in the best light, I'll be completely honest. But what is true is that with them out the kingdom, we are now much weaker. So we have one strong alliance, one medium alliance, and the rest of them are not worth writing home about. See, there we go. The negative titles continue. In fact, let us... Well, I mean, to perhaps put into perspective the bitterness of this gentleman who got kicked out of the kingdom, his new account is 3259 Dead Kingdom. So, you know... Oh, I can't do it like that. Interesting character, to say the least. Let's have a look at his album. Okay. That's not going to prove anything to my English speaking, and that one might be difficult as well. Well, anyway, what is true is that 3259, this kingdom will fight against 3258 and 3256, and we're definitely the underdog in this fight, but being the underdog's fine. I'm always the underdog in KVK, and I often lose because of it, but it's still quite fun to do. I am at a lot of resources because a gentleman who will not remain nameless, Yappington, this lad here, just straight up gave me 70 million food and some stone as well. Legend. So I'm doing quite well on resources. In terms of what else we're doing in the account, everything's pretty much the same. We've got Thutmose up to level 56. We got the 6th star finally, so we can now save all our stars for YSG as and when he comes. We're amassing them quite nicely. No, I won't use it for Ethelhead just yet, 'cause it's not going to be enough to get her up. I'm waiting patiently for KVK1. I managed to push for a training day event and got 2 gold heads for that. Obviously, we have the event on at the moment, so let me say to everyone who may be in any doubt whatsoever, this is a fantastic way to spend 7,000 gems. Not only do you get 7,000 gems back if you do anything, you get bonuses from the barbarian incursions, you get anniversary coins, which can be spent on gold heads, you get 25 gold heads for the beauty of doing it. May I just say to all in any doubt, definitely do this 7k gem event. It is brilliant. It is a great way to spend gems. Even a little beggar like me says it. I quite like having the beggar title. I've never had it before. It inhibits my production by 10%, resource production, but it's probably the least bad of all the bad titles. There are no architect thingamajigs today, building speeds, so I'm just going to bite the bullet and go for farm to 24. Yep. Today we have already completed the Tarzan brick for a nice little 1,300 gems. And I'm pretty well stocked now, resources and particularly speed up. It's almost got 1,000 to 60 days, 100 of these, smattering of other ones, and a few building ones as well. So I'm on the way to level 25 town as a whole. We've got the trading post to 24, the gold mine to 24, which is was a big problem for us. The wall is going to take some time to get that much stone, but that is my next goal. I should be gathering stone now rather than speaking to you good people. But here we are, Civil War finished. We still have rogue players. My farm has been attacked a few times today. Somewhere. Yes, my farm has been picked off. It's not been particularly troublesome, but it's still a thing that happens. I managed to get revenge on someone who picked up some of my farmers, but still, I'd rather it didn't happen. I'm all about fighting in KVK. Outside of KVK, not great. But anyway, here we are in the post-Civil War world. I liken the Departing Alliance, and not all of them. Some of them are fantastic people. I've kept in touch with a few of the guys in the Alliance that departed. I really like them, and I wish them the best as we fight them in KVK1. Ooh, they will have a lot to prove there. I liken the whole situation to a child who's been sent to his room for doing bad. He's been up there, no dinner for you, Tommy. Goes to his room, and then the parents come and says, all right, you can come downstairs. I don't want to. I'm going to stay here all day, and I'm going to starve to death. I will never eat again. This is what's happening now. I am going to starve to death. That is how I perceive what has happened here. Again, I might be wrong. This nuke fellow might be one of the loveliest men in the world in real life, but in the game, he comes across a little odious, I'm afraid, my friend. So, from my perspective, I'm not unhappy to see the back of him, but he's completely right that KVK is going to be tough for us. We are definitely the underdogs. We'll have another quick look at our neighbouring kingdoms. Our allies are 57. They have 3 tier 5s, I believe. We're against 5 tier 5s in 58. So it's going to be tough. We'll have to see how we can navigate this, if we can put together a victory. A lot's up to the leader now, and I wish him all the best. As I said, let's have a quick look at our neighbouring kingdoms. So 60 is where these chaps have all gone. Let's see if they've made a big difference there. 60 LN has 900,000 power, so about the same as our second alliance. 60... This one has... Okay, so 60 is weaker than us, perhaps stronger in tier 5. I believe they've got one more tier 5. But nothing to worry about from 60 at the moment. Well, they might be excellent fighters, but on paper, it seems we're about this... Well, we're a little stronger, but 58, I believe they are going to be a different proposition entirely, led by Commander Zico. And 100 million power at this stage of the game means Commander Zico has very deep pockets and is going to be a very difficult foe to assail. Same power as us, but they are definitely a stronger alliance with a 100 and a 75 million power guy. I think they have one more tier 5 as well. I might be making that up. No, they've got him in tier 1, right? No, they don't. Okay, so it seems there's only 2 tier 5s there at the moment. I believe they have at least one more. Let's just have a quick check. Oh, yeah. Here we go. The second alliance is a million power as well. Billion, sorry. Can't see a tier 5 yet. But I'm sure there's one running around somewhere. Nope. Well, let's quickly look at the third alliance here. Can you see one? Okay, so maybe it's only 2 tier 5s, but still. They're a Korean kingdom, and from my experience of playing Rising Kingdom, is Korean kingdoms tend to fight incredibly well to the death. So we'll see what our chances are as KVK develops. In terms of when it is apparently 25 days away. I have enough troops for one full march of archers, nearly. I've got some recovering. I've got about 180,000 of them. I'm building up infantry and cavalry because I need my full marches for the marauders. I'm most probably not going to get there because I'm still going to be focusing my speed ups on the wall, the city hall, and the research. As and when we do, I'm going to be pushing a lot into Pavis and Bodkin arrows, just to make sure that our archer march is as strong as can be, especially when YSG comes out. In terms of gold heads, I have 104. I'll pick up probably 50 more by the time KVK starts, thanks to the 7k event, so I'll be able to get a 5-5-1-1 at YSG, believe, or maybe a 5-4-1-1, which is a YSG that can fight for sure, especially with the Thutmose in front of him. It's a nice little skill damage duo. So there we go. We also know in the 7k event, beautifully, wonderfully, we get enough of these. Oh, here we go. Blueprint fragment legs, so I can get the revival greaves through this, which means I get 2 pieces of the revival set made, which means I can put them on Thutmose and he gets a 3% attack bonus. So we will have 2 pieces. Here we go. We'll have basically this setup with purple here, purple here. I'll probably at that stage refine this. I'll be able to get it just to make sure that I get an extra few percentage defense and then hope for something better here. But KVK is still a way away. Civil War is over. We win, but the kingdom does get weaker as a result. We've kind of become closer as a gang because of the because we've still got the here we go. We've still got the old king who is writing in chat. I'm R4 in 2720 and the biggest fighter there. It's the old thing of, oh, yeah, you think you're doing well here? You should see my main. Everyone's got a main, don't they? Even if they started yesterday, they've all got a main. Well, I hope this came across still as a pretty detached view of what happened in the kingdom. I'm obviously partisan towards my alliance, so I perhaps don't know all the facts. It's always about screenshots and facts, isn't it, in the KVK Civil War drama, but I don't know all the facts. I just know that I don't really like how the departed alliance came across. They lost and then they didn't deal particularly well with losing. Anyway, 11.6 million power, free to play. Got, how many gems have I got? 26,000. I'll be getting up to about 32, I guess, once I complete the 7k event, and then any gems I get naturally. So, I've already done the 1300. I'm going to say it's going to cost 15,000 gems to get YSG, so we're going to put the rest in VIP as and when it's more than gems, hoping to get to VIP 12, something akin to day 200. Maybe that's a bit optimistic, but I really want those 2 gold heads a day. So I'm still pleased with how the account's developing. Even if I am a beggar of a man, I am a beggar. I'll beg everyone, please help me, give me resources, give me everything. I need it. Hopefully we can make an impact in KVK1. Hopefully this has provided a bit of closure to people who are following the civil war in this kingdom, which could have ripped it apart more. Instead, we lost probably about 60 people, which is a big loss for KVK1. We're going to struggle to get those migrants in. So it leaves us an uphill battle, but yeah, who doesn't like an uphill battle? Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this was an interesting piece of closure, and I'll see you in the next video for more intrigue, presidential messages, Dead Kingdom taunts. Until next time, my friends. Ciao.